Hello, everybody. I'm so happy you're here. This is Kathy, and I've kind of been away from my channel for a while, and I thought I'd stop in and show you how I'm creating a quick kind of mini Christmas journal. It's going to be filled with some of the super simples from PinkMonarchPrints. But I'm going to start by altering this file folder. And what I want to do is I want to give it this effect, this kind of old leathery effect. So I'm going to show you how I do it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the file folder down because I know I don't want to use the whole thing. So I'm going to cut it down to 7.5 inches tall. Okie doke. Then next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to crumple it up. Well, actually, before I do that, I'm going to wet it. And let me put this down. This is a towel I leave at my craft table. I cut a hole and put a little ribbon in it so I can hook it up. So I'm just using a spray bottle of water, and I'm really wetting it well. And then I'm going to take it and gently, because once this gets wet, it's not as strong as it was. So I'm going to just crumple it. And I'm crumpling it because I want wrinkles in it. I want it to look weathered. And I'm going to crumple it again while wet it again while it's all crumpled. Crumple it a little more. And then I'm going to gently open it up because I don't want to tear it. And you really have to be gentle in this part. The tendency is just to open it, but you really have to wait to do that. There we go. And what I do next is I look and see where I want more wrinkles. So I see there's not so many down here. So I just take it and wrinkle it. And then open it back up gently. Same thing over here. I'm going to turn it over. Okay, that's the inside. Turn it back over. The next thing I'm going to do is I have some distress stain. Actually, I think I have alcohol ink in here, but you can take distress stain. I'm sorry for that banging in the background. But you take the distress stain, and I have it in a Tim Holtz little spray bottle. And then I'm just going to spray it all over. I don't have a lot in it, so I'm going to have to hold it up. And I just want the background to have this tea stain color, which is the color I used. I'm not so worrying so much that I cover everything yet. The next thing I'm going to do is I want to wrinkle it again because I don't see the wrinkles that I want. Okay. I am going to spray a little more here. Okay. I want to make sure you're in the frame. Yeah. Okay. Next thing is I'm going to take an iron. I'm going to iron this out, and that's simply as a method to dry it. You can let it dry, air dry. But as I do it, I want to flatten it a little bit. And I can always wrinkle it up again. But this really helps it dry rather quickly. I hope you all are having a great season. Next week we're going to St. Augustine to the Night of Lights, which is really pretty. We try to go every year. As some of you know, I live down in Miami. So we usually go up for the day. We take our dogs in a wagon and we decorate our wagon with lights. They enjoy that. It's really pretty. St. Augustine, they cover the town, the old town, in lights, so it's pretty. Okay. I like the way this came out. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my Distress Ink Vintage Photo, and without using the ink pad, without using the applicator, I'm going to go over it to pick up some of these wrinkles. And you see what a cool effect this makes. I really love it. Now, I've done this before with paper bags. I've never done it with, except in my prototype, I haven't done it with a file folder. So I like it. Okay. I'm going to go over it one more time with the iron. Isn't that a cool effect? Those of you who aren't grungy or don't care for grungy, this might not be so cool for you. But I love things kind of tattered and old looking. This is one of those little Cricut, little mini press. Now I have a little mini iron, but the thing I like about this, it's a little heavier and it gets hotter much faster. So I didn't buy it for this, but that's what I'm using it for. Okay. Now, I'm going to figure out, I'm going to use the same fold here, but what I want to do is I'm going to fold it, give it just about a half inch spine. I'm going to do that using my scoreboard. Actually, I have this little, you know, the regular folds of the folder, so I might be able to just use those. Let's see. Just fold right on those lines. Yeah. That's about 1/4 inch. Yeah. I think maybe this 1/2 inch would work. And I'm going to take my ink and make that look like the natural fold. Yeah, that worked. Now, I'm going to fold halfway in between there. Just so I can figure out the width. I wanted it to be, no, like the super simples I'm going to use usually run about 6.5. Let's see, I have one here. This isn't one of the Christmas ones, but it will work. So they usually run about this wide, which is a little over 4 inches. And again, these super simples are digis that you purchase from PinkMonarchPrints, and then she has a video to go with it to tell you how she put them together if you choose to follow it. And this is a sample of one. She gives you all the pieces that you need. I think they're so pretty, and I'm going to be making this with her Christmas super simples. I'm going to put about 4 of them in this one. So, that being said, we know this needs to be about 5 inches wide. So, I'm going to take a pencil, and from that first line, about right there, I'm going to score it. Okay. So that tells me that I'm able to have a pocket or a flap that opens out, because this is going to be kind of like a folio. Okay, I want to make sure that's about 5 inches. And I'm actually just going to take this and fold it over. And that's going to serve as our little journal. Still a little wet. You can do so much stuff with file folders. They're relatively inexpensive. I buy a big box from Amazon. You can find them everywhere. You can find them at Dollar Tree, you know, in smaller quantities. But I buy a big box and then I have it like forever. Okay. And this is incredibly strong as far as when it dries, as far, you know, it doesn't tear. And then this will open out this way to be a flap. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this. I think I'm going to have this open out and then possibly put a flap there. Okay, that was quick and easy. That's where we'll end today. And then in the next video, I'm going to put together one of Pink Monarch Prints Super Simples, and we'll begin adding them to our journal. I'm also going to decorate the journal a bit. So please join me in my next video. You all have a great day. Bye.